Right now to Javira to quick hands in the corner for the winger, brought just short of that line. Finally, good defensive work from Ananda College, sending that winger Nidushan Mantusha into touch. St. Peter's quick hands in the line, just got them just near the try line.
That's a good drift defense. Then Ananda winning good clean line out ball. Yes, Peter Wrights did try to sack the liner, but I think it was a bit too late. So good line out by Ananda, managing to win that penalty. Will enable them to now try and just get out of the 25. It's clear down the field, so Ananda just inside the 40-meter mark.
Doing a lot of defense work in the first 3 minutes. Quickly taking that line out. Now Anand trying to run but fumbles the ball. A knockback, says the referee. They will look to exit this time by Senut Randinu. And finding good touch. And bringing play just closer to the 22-meter mark. So ideal opportunity for Anand to contest this line out. St. Peter's had a dodgy line out previously. Collection work was done by Lagdinu Ranasinghe after the fumble, but this time straight away into the hands of Madhugaske, brother of the winning skipper in 2023. Good passage of play by the Peter Wrights, sending the ball wide, but referee deeming that pass was forward. So early scrum for Anand.
Yes, I think it was Netsan Mithusha just trying to force the issue there. Maybe could have held on to create another phase without looking for a pass while not in total control. It's a good attacking opportunity here for Ananda. It's the scrum off. Chatura with the feed. It's the ball out to his 3 quarters. Nice strong straight run by their inside centre. He cycled the ball once again. Ananda going out wide.
Get back.
That's a big hit.
Captain. That was foul chila na ba? School league ga anwar na right?
Yes, I think that's excellent by the referee. We've seen that far too often in schools rugby. So profanity just needs to be nipped in the bud. It's just not in this game. It's been prevalent in a couple of the other games we witnessed yesterday as well. And it's good to see referees clamping down on that immediately. So with that, Ananda, an opportunity to get first points on the board. It's their fullback Dinit Chamudita with an opportunity. Strike set well, but just misses the right upright. So it'll be a 22-meter dropout.
Meter dropout for St. Peter's. Ananda just had the ideal start. Got the penalty. Unfortunately, losing out Rehan Athanayake means that Chamadita has to take that additional responsibility. And now again Chamadita collecting the ball, trying to run through this Peter at defense. But St. Peter's have turned the ball over. Now Jamal, quick ball out to the winger Jayaratna, but he's bundled into touch. But St. Peter's will come back to advantage. Now St. Peter's will take that quick tap as Jamal takes the ball and spreads wide into the corner. St. Peter's making away in as Mantusa tries to run around, but finding the touch line. Scrap for space in the corner. St. Peter's tried to run through the corner on the both sides of the ground, but finally bundled into touch on both occasions. Now Ananda securing that line out. Straight away goes into the contact. Is Irusha Kaushal and gives away the penalty for holding on. And this time to St. Peter's continuing that quick tap option. Good passage of ball to Jayaratna. And his pass went to the boot of Senuddin Sara. So St. Peter's losing out on another opportunity.
It's pretty clear the way Ananda, St. Peter's want to play this game. They don't want Ananda to settle. So they're trying to up the tempo as much as possible. It's a good clean line out by Ananda.
Number 6.
And that's a really good driving maul by the Ananda 8, managing to extract a penalty. Which they will use to good effect to drive play upfield.
Bringing play just near the halfway mark. Vimal Surya with the feed-in throw-in. Now quick ball out and a late tackle on the Ananda scrum half, playing with the advantage. Tries to kick, but Chase managed to block it.
Number 3.
And referee will go back to that shoulder charge
Number 3. Short
by number 3, Janut Ratnayaka. 10 minutes gone, still no points for both sides. Anand will be the happy outfit. They had the only opportunity to score points, but unfortunately kick went astray.
6. Anitha unknown touch.
So that kick brings them near the 40-meter mark.
Seems interesting, isn't it, Nilhan? Both teams' number 8 seem to be the throwers into the line out.
Good ball. Okay.
Good clean line out by Ananda. Well sacked by the Peterites. Nonetheless, Ananda managed to retain possession to try and attack along the fringes. The Peterite defense seem to be in control. Ananda inching their way forward.
Get that. Number 4.
It's good by Ananda.
Roll away. Roll away.
Slowly making their way forward.
But looks like the Peterites have turned possession over. Referee had deemed that the ruck was over. And so the Peterite fly half, Ashok Krishan, just found himself isolated, and some really good work by the Anand, the defender, just managing to poach the ball, trying to sell that dummy. Quick release and play the ball. Some really good work by Ananda. Unfortunately, that kick to touch has been overcooked. So real missed opportunity for Ananda, you'd have to say. And a bit of repeat for St. Peter's.
Especially that was 3-on-3. He had Demi Jayavir and Jayaratna in the corner. But Ananda overkicking that kick. So giving another opportunity for St. Peter's. Jamal feeds to Ashok. Looking for option is Dinsara. Dinsara to Amit Jayavira. The pass is good as Dinsara collects the ball. Now Jayaratna sending it to Pramudha Aditya. St. Peter still going strong. That is Mantusa in the corner. Now playing with advantage is the Peterites. Ashok Faraz. Now St. Peter's trying to spread it wide as the Senuddin Sara makes through and goes through to Ananda defenders to score the opening Amana Bank try for St. Peter's. And Ananda will be kicking themselves after that kick going over the deadline and giving this opportunity. St. Peter spreading it wide and easily going over for the opening try.
Absolutely, Nilhan. You just cannot afford to give away opportunities like what Ananda did. They will learn the hard way if they continue to do so in A Division rugby against top quality teams like St. Peter's. Just cannot afford to give away chances because the other teams, the good quality teams, will make you pay. No mistake with regard to the conversion. So St. Peter's draw first blood, 7-0.
Yeah, the backs played brilliantly. They spread the ball wide and then they came back again from the right side to the left and good step and went through that Anand defensive line and easily scoring under the force for the Amana Bank try. Senuddin Sara opening the scoring for the Peterites as Ashok Krishan added the conversion as Anand kicking things off. The restart fumble by the Peterites, but referee correctly calling it the knock forward there. So straight away after the restart, Anand has an ideal opportunity with a scrum inside the Peterite 22 meter. And the center scrum up there.
Yes, lapse in concentration more than anything. Have a look at that. Good hanging kick. Fortunately, the Peterite scrum off. Jamal just not being able to hold on to it. Now, good attacking opportunity here for Ananda. The referee very clearly saying to release. It's not the case. And Peterites have been penalized, so it's another attacking opportunity for Ananda. But in the meantime, looks like they've got a player down. What are you listening in? Nilhan seems to be in quite a bit of pain, isn't it? Seems to be the knee.
Yes, he clearly telling the medics that it's the knee that is hurting him. The veterinary doctor Also expecting him. So that will be a big blow for Ananda. And both teams getting a small breather due to this injury. Looks like he's up. Yeah, that's the number 12 for Anand. Irusha Kaushal.
It's good to see him back on his feet, just being strapped up. So looks like he's good to continue, at least for the moment.
So Ananda will restart with the penalty. Chaudhary this time will look to get the ball into touch. And from that line out, they will try to put some pressure on the pit right defense. So 5-meter line out for Ananda. Going for a 4-man line out. Vimal Surya with the throw in. Quick line out from Ananda with Janithu Pereira behind, and he goes over for the first try for Ananda. Ananda hooker, Janithu Pereira.
Yes, well, that just took Peter Wright pack entirely by surprise, isn't it? I think they were expecting it to go to number 2, waiting for the second pod rather to try and make the block, and it went right in at the front of the line out. A quick maul was formed. And by the time St. Peter's regrouped, it was a bit too late because Ananda definitely had the forward momentum, and a brilliantly executed driving maul by the Ananda 8, managing to get first points for their team, and Ananda right back in it.
Yeah, Peter, it's not contesting that line out. Also taken by surprise that quickly Ananda. And Ananda coming back strong after that initially conceding that try for St. Peter's. So a few mistakes from the Peterites being costing them 7 points. And now the restart is crucial for both sides, especially Ananda after scoring. As Ashok goes short, but Ananda collecting the ball. And now we'll look to exit their half. Good kick, brilliant kick there by Senut Randinu, bringing Ananda closer to the 22-meter mark. So Ananda doing well after scoring that initial try.
Yes, what was really good about that kick was Nilhan, he kept it very flat, isn't it? So the fullback, I think it was the Peterites skipper, not sure whether he should go and try and collect it on the full. He just bounced in front of him, and the bounce of the ball just took it towards the touchline. So Shanal with the throw in. Again, it's overthrown, but safely collected by the Peterites. It's just been kicked ahead, but they've managed to recycle. And now the Peterites will try and run it from their own 22. Oh, that's a one-on-one tackle that has been missed, which you can't do against these teams. It's a kick which has been blocked, and now at the other end, have Ananda gone over. Well. What a sequence of play. What absolutely brilliant sequence of play. Looks like Peter Wrights were on the move, on the front foot. The chip ahead by the winger was blocked by the Ananda defender. It's Dinet Chamudita, the fullback. Or was it? I think it was the Ananda center, isn't it? Netula Vijayavardhana?
Will come back with the point scorer, but a brilliant run from Mantusha, then blocked brilliantly by Anand, and surprising the Peter Wright defense, going through easily to score that Amana Bank try. Now Dinesh Chamudita with the conversion to add the extras. And kick looks good and it goes over. So 7 points for Anand. And they take a surprise lead of 14 points to 7. So you see a replay of that try, trying to put that chip and run, and good collection there by
1 minute break.
the number 15.
1 minute break. 1
Tenu
minute break.
Chamudita.
1 minute water break. 1 minute
He
water
did the
break.
block and he collected the ball and he went through St. Peter's defense very easily to score the second try.
So it's 14 points to 7, and we'll go for a 1 minute water break. It's pretty humid here at Bambalapitiya, so a mandatory 1 minute water break will take place in this moment, and not many would have predicted this scoreline 22 minutes into the game, but Ananda have hung in there. You have to give them a lot of credit, and find themselves 14-7 ahead, but still fair way to go in this game. It's interesting, isn't it, Nilhan? St. Peter's don't want to get into a breakdown kind of situation, isn't it? We've seen them taking the quick taps, trying to up the tempo, not let St. Peter's, rather Ananda settle down. But Anandans have hung in there. And they've got 2 scores, one through a brilliant driving maul, and the other through a charge down kick, with the finishing touches were put up by their fullback. Find themselves 14 points to 7.
Yeah, for the Peter Wrights, looking to spread it wide, as you said, trying to play at a high tempo, but they have some good forwards that they could use, but they have not yet utilized that option. Now Ananda looking for the exit. This time Senud Randinu goes for the high hanging kick. Now Amit Javir makes a cross kick to the corner, but has he overcooked it? Yes, he has sent that on the full. So the momentum of the game surely on Ananda's side. St. Peter's making a lot of mistakes here and there. Javid had ample time to spot that kick, but kicking it out the full gives another opportunity for these Anand forwards who have been patiently playing and got themselves rewarded with a brilliant try to open the scoring. Vimal Surya throwing not contested by St. Peter's, but good sack by the Peter Wrights. Now Ananda will go for the pick and drive option. Now Pereira, the try scorer, goes into contact. And the forwards were playing that patient game and milking a penalty from the Peter Wright defense. Now playing with advantage. Arya Vansha spotting their backs now, spreading the ball to Randinu, but unfortunately fumbling it in the process, but they will go back to that offside penalty. And Chamudita will go to the corner and give another opportunity for these Ananda forwards.
Number 4, captain. Rugby ke depan tin order, last foot taking ne. Indala isarang adhiyan in the back, right? Wag outside there, right? Mark here. Get to mark. Half meters can Ananda. Marking gun.
So very crucial line out for Ananda now. 5 meter. St. Peter's not contesting any of the line outs, so with the new laws in, Ananda can easily win it.
No.
Janitha Pereira going down and setting the ruck, and unfortunately giving away a penalty for holding on is Bhanuka Dilshan, but St. Peter straight away taking that quick tap and trying to run from their 22 meter. Now the Dinsara to Jayaratna in the corner, but good defensive work from Ananda. St. Peter securing the ball. Now Jamal to Shenuk Pereira. He's been brought back. Now St. Peter's using their big forwards, but still in their 22 meter. As St. Peter's try to still run as Jayaratna in the corner. Offloads it to Amit Jayavira. Jayavira gives it back to Aditya and takes the ball over, and he runs to the Ananda defense to score the second Namana Bank try for the Peterites, and from their own 22 meter they score under the post.
Yes, so it looks like the referee will want to have a look at something by the way that whistle was blown. Just wonder whether that final pass, whether there was a forward pass.
Yeah, the pass from Jayavira to Aditya, and then the pass back to Jayavira is the one that referee is having a chat. But looks like that's okay, as referee gives that try to St. Peter. So running from their own 22 meter and going all over the park and scoring under the post. So good comeback from the Peterites. So you see quick ball out and then Divanka Jayaratna giving it to Emi Jayavira, and then again to Pramod Aditya, and he returns the favour back to Emi Jayavira, and he goes under the post for the second try, as the conversion goes through from Ashok Krishan. So it's all squared at 14.
Yes, it was probably just that final pass to the Peterite skipper that the referee consulted with his assistant. It looked like referee Arun Shanta said there was no issues with it. So the try stands. And as of now, it's 14 points all. It's been a brilliant 27 minutes thus far. Ananda have thrown everything at this Peterite outfit. The Peterites have absorbed the pressure and now at drawn level. And definitely want to build from here on.
Rock, no hands. Number 3, no hands.
Ravon Pereira. That ball is ripped off, but referee will go back to that advantage. Hands on the rock as straight away Jamal takes a quick tap. So St. Peter's looking to play that high tempo game as Jayaratna offloads it back to Aditya. So making good progress. Dinsar acting as scrum of quick ball out to the forwards, but unfortunately St. Peter's knocked the ball on but have a penalty. Now Jamal not taking the quick tap this time. This time they will go to touch.
So this is where Ananda is going to be tested. The pace of the game, whether they'll be able to cope with it. It's very clear what St. Peter's are trying to do. Fortunately for the Anandians, that penalty, that kick to touch has been overcooked. It's gone into the dead goal area, so it'll be a line out, a scrum rather, from where that kick was taken. A reprieve for the Anandians.
Ashok Krishan overcooking that.
Steady.
St. Peter's had the momentum after that try. Now Aryavansha to Randinu, and he puts a good kick. That collection done by Amit Jayavira. He knew that he had Mantusa in the corner, but referee saying that was the ball for St. Peter's. So let's have a look at that. Saying that last touch was from Anandian. So line out in favor of St. Peter's. So they will take that throw. Long one. Again overcooked, but collection done by Shenuka Pereira. Jamal goes to his forwards. Ratnayaka there. Now to Ashok. To Senuddin Sara. Senuddin Sara trying to run around. And one man to beat. Fends off him. And he goes over easily for another try for St. Peter's College. And St. Peter's scoring another Amana Bank try. And Senuddin Sara single-handedly going through the Ananda defence to score his second.
Wow, what a run by the Pete right outside centre. The entire defence was in front of him, but showed tremendous pace and guile to first go around the Ananda defence and then cut in and evade a couple of defenders to get the third Amana Bank try as far as the Peterites is concerned, and give the Peterites the lead once again, which Ashok will look to try and extend. Does so successfully. And once again, the Peterites take a 7-point lead.
St. Peter's have clearly shown that they are going to run around as Ashok pass towards Senuddin Sara. He went through one, and the last man just fending him off, and Anand defense couldn't stop him as he went over for his second Amana Bank try. So straight away St. Peter's were down 7 points, back leading 7, 21-14. We are into the last few minutes of the first half as Anand restarts again with a high hanging kick. The collection is good by Shenal Noel. Now Jamal will look for Krishan. St. Peter's not going for exit kicks. They're going to run it around. Now another big move by Shenal Noel. Quick ball for the Peterites to Shenuk Pereira. Now to Madhugaske. Jamal looking for the short side. Quick ball from Aditya. Aditya sending it to Mantusa, and St. Peter's easily going another try, another Amana Bank try, fourth of the game, and that's the bonus point as Netusan Mantusha goes over.
Yes, well, some quick recycled ball by the Peterites, and Anand the defense just not being able to realign. This is what the top class teams can do. When under pressure, they'll just pick themselves up. Feature of these last two tries is how well the forwards and three quarters have combined for the Peterites. And Ashok makes no mistake with the conversion. So just like that, it's now moved to 28 points to 14. Just a couple of minutes more to half-time. Interesting to see what Ananda have her up with them. You can see the defensive formation in total tatters. It's all due to that quick ruck ball that the Peterites have been able to generate. And as always, they've got some wonderful backs out wide. The pace and the footwork, managing him to put the finishing touches.
This time Ananda goes long. St. Peter's will try to run again from their own 22 meter. Goes into contact. Jamal sending quick ball out, but that pass not going into hands. So Ananda have one last opportunity before the half time. That second Ananda try has got into St. Peter's, and they have turned things around after that try. 28 points to 14. Could be the last move of the first half. As Ananda, knowing that Peterites are not contesting the line out, forming that rolling maul, but no progress, and straight away giving away a penalty. Now will Ananda go to the corner?
Yeah, well, I think the problem there was the Peterites thought it was yet a maul situation. But the referee had very clearly said that ruck has been formed. So the Peterites needed to let the ball come through. And penalty has been taken and put into touch. So it's a 5-meter line out for the Anandians. Could they have the final say in this first half? Clean line out ball. Anandians just trying to drive this. But so far the Peterite maul is holding tight. But Ananda slowly but surely. And looks like they've got another score. The Ananda 8 have executed the driving maul brilliantly. And with that, they will have the final say of this first half. Full credit to the Ananda lads. I think it's their number 8, Shemal Vimal Surya, who's put the finishing touches for the third Amana Bank try for Ananda College. Dare say in the context of the game, Nilhan, that was a very important score. Because the way Peterites were running in the last 10 minutes or so, it looks like Ananda's shoulders had dropped. Conversion not successful, so it'll be 19 points to 28. What an entertaining first half we've had. 7 brilliantly executed tries by both teams. And it's the defending champions, though, who go into halftime with a 28 points to 19 lead.
Yeah, Ananda scoring just before the halftime that would help themselves to come back strong in the second half. So that's the halftime confirmation, 28 points to 19. And we'll take a short commercial break. We'll come back with highlights and second half action.
පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ